Hey girls, load the spaceship. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. My mind keep visualizing future times, beautiful Android girls surrounding me. Filling my cup, full of joy, keep my life full of glee. Plenty ups, never down, the way that life's supposed to be. But unfortunately, if she a Terminator, then I'ma have to terminate it. Gotta get rid of negative vibes, gotta go through negative foes, gotta block out negative voices, gotta get rid of negative souls. Had some people get discorded, just ignored it. Destiny is more important, so I just had to abort it. Had some people get discorded, just ignored it. Destiny is more important, so I just had to abort it. Yeah. Find me with my dogs in my solitude. Watch my family grow from 4 into a multitude. Been living it below sea level, finna rise to another altitude. Been searching, seeking knowledge, but all the time I had the aptitude. I flipped my mindset to the switch to say I will not lose. Mama said them sticks and stones won't break my bones, I never bruise. Whenever it come to trouble, when the girls pull a tongue, we always cruise. I heard other thought owners get it out for me, but it ain't no news. I got 4 in the dough in Memphis so they can get the blues. If you need a few clues, they'll blow off your under rules. Send your compliment to the new girls I got coming through. Send your compliments to the new girls I got coming through. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. My mind keep visualizing future times, beautiful Android girls surrounding me. Filling my cup, full of joy, keep my life full of glee. Plenty ups, never down, the way that life's supposed to be. But unfortunately, if she a Terminator, then I'ma have to terminate it. Gotta get rid of negative vibes, gotta go through negative foes, gotta block out negative voices, gotta get rid of negative souls. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. Oh, yeah. What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, JayDollKingHefner and the beautiful Ramai Cloud. And we're back again for another episode of the Dog King Power Hour, baby. And you read the title. Let me put it up here. Powered up. I don't give a damn what's going on outside of this show. I'm powered up for this show, baby. I don't give a damn. You might say, hey, are you tired? No, I don't give a damn. Right now, I'm powered up. I'm happy to be here. I love you if you're looking at it live, if you're tuning in to the replay, wherever you are in the world. We appreciate you. Like I said, out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl, silicone, a TPE. It really don't matter which one it be. Yeah. And I'm back in the house with my silicone lady, Ramai Cloud. And actually, I have a silicone lady as my sleeping partner for the week. She's over there laid out right now in a beautiful Himawari. And man, I might have to talk about that another time, but I really she's a great bed partner. Actually, I've never slept, had my real doll in the bed yet, but just for functionality, I do prefer my Iron Tech doll in the bed because I have no worries about her getting damaged. She can lay in the bed for a month and I wouldn't have to worry about it. You know, she doesn't have a gel butt or anything like that, so I don't have to worry about her getting deformed. Her silicone is just super durable. It's just different from TPE, man. TPE, it lays there too long. Maybe some indentions or something for them, but that girl right there, my Iron Tech girl, is like rock solid. Nothing is going to happen to her. So I really just have been leaving her right in that spot. I'll probably get her ready to do a show in the next week or so. But right now, she's just my partner. But my partner in crime for today during the show is the beautiful Ramai Cloud. As you can see,
She's been chilling with me over the last few days, helping me work. And I'm so happy to have her back out. I've been enjoying her as well. And so I want to welcome everybody here, man, saying God's blessings over your life, whatever you're hoping for, wishing for, or believing for. It could be health, finances, or new relationships. We're praying that you have it. We just ask that you believe it, and then you will receive it, baby. But we're hyped up. We're back in the house. Happy to be here, man. Blessed to be alive. Blessed to be doing something I truly love to do. But before I get the show started, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I work with a lot of Hispanic people, you know, from Mexico, Guatemala, Nicaragua. What's the other one? Venezuela. Actually, it's another one though. Colombia. Oh man, it's all type of different nationalities there. But I can't lie, man. It's been a few Hispanic ladies that have sort of been working on me lately. I promise you. They're sort of tempting me with enchiladas and burritos. And honestly, it's been making me want to get a few of their tacos. They've been trying to work on the Dog King, man. It's amazing. Now, they don't actually know who I am or anything like that, you know. Now, if I was to ever bring one of those beautiful ladies to the house, they'll probably get spooked in my lifestyle. But you know what I always say, I'm never trading a human lady for my dogs. You know, you can join the party, but you ain't breaking the party up. So I don't give a damn who approves or doesn't approve. If you don't approve, you getting the hell out of here. I remember my ex-girlfriend had stopped by one day, just out of the blue. She was curious and stuff anyway. It was an ex-girlfriend from a long time ago. She still looked halfway decent too, I'm gonna be honest. But she stopped out here switching around with her booty, trying to act like she was tempting somebody. Get the hell out of here. I ain't thinking about you. But she was switching around. Yeah, I see you got all these girls. Oh, yeah. You need to get rid of them. You done lost your mind. I flat out told her, I said, look, you can get the hell out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'd get rid of you a million times before I thought about getting rid of them. You know why? Because you can leave. They ain't leaving me. They here through thick and thin. I don't have to hear no crying, whining, complaining, bitching, nagging, moaning, groaning, or whatever mess you want to pull. I don't have to deal with it. Like I say, I'm cool with dealing with human ladies, but you're not pulling a trump card on the dog, not a companion dog. No way. Not for this guy. You know, there's too many things I don't have to worry about. Actually, I'm gonna probably do a couple of shows. I don't know when, maybe next week or something, or just about two subjects that actually popped up in my head recently. I was like, man, I probably gonna have to do some shows about. I'm gonna have to do some shows about this, man, because it's some funny stuff. But no. I love my human ladies. If you're viewers out there, I appreciate you tuning in. But I'm letting you know, maybe you can find a guy that's not in the dog life. He won't say this. But if you really live the dog life the right damn well way, I'm sorry. It's no way that I'm replacing my dogs. I know some guys might have done it. I just say this, you ain't living the right type of dog life. That's all I can say. You ain't living the right type of dog life, bro. I mean, if you had a dog, it's no way you should let a woman talk you out of getting rid of your dog. No freaking way. They are freedom and stress relievers like none other. That's all I can say. I've been living human woman free for almost 3 years. Like I say, I see women that tempt me like those the Hispanic ladies. They tempt me, and I ain't gonna lie. I do think about sniffing several vaginas, but never to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do like Lars did and get rid of my girls. Hell no. It ain't nowhere in hell. So either way, I ain't gonna start this show out too long. I want to try to whiz through here, you know, have a little fun and get on out of here so I can get rested up because I am powered up, but they have been trying to beat the Dog King up too, you know, with all type of stuff I'm doing outside of my show. But with all that said, let's catch up with the comments that I'm getting right into my videos. I see my guy Joy Virus beat everybody here, and I wrote his name down already. He said, hey, Jay, hope you're doing well today. I'm doing amazing. Powered up, baby. Energized. Hey, it was so funny in my job the other day, and I do say job, not career, because this is my career. That's just something I'm doing to power my career. But I had to do a lot of extra work, man. People were falling away like flies. They couldn't take the work. They were getting tired out. You know, I was sort of the last man standing. But I was sort of laughing to myself. I was like, man, God then gave me the energy of 1,000 men. Yeah, I didn't say the strength. I ain't saying I'm the strongest guy out there, but man, my endurance, sometimes it surprises me. You know, I should be dog tired now. I should be knocked out sleep right now. But for whatever reason, everybody has their gifts. God has blessed me with the gift of endurance. You know, man, I'm gonna talk about this on my biking channel, but man, it's something, I don't know what he did to me, man, but I cannot literally get tired. You know what I'm saying? I got energy that just never goes away. You know, I might get tired, but I'm saying my endurance, I just can't get tired out. You know, everybody gets weary, but man, he just built me to just last, man. I promise you. And you know, I probably can't do like these athletes, jump and dunk on a 20-foot goal, and I can't play professional footballs. You know, they millionaires to do all that type of stuff. They blessed to do what they do. But man, my endurance is second to none. I promise you. I can go for 1,000,000 years. Nobody can out-endure me. I promise you. With all this said, Joy says, new power hour. Let's go. Yay, let's go, baby. Hail to the king, baby. 3-Face in the house. What a 3-Face? Dog King Army team. If you want to be like my guy Skipper, man, all you got to do is join the Dog King Army team on the front page of my YouTube channel, or I got links in the description of my videos where you can join the Dog King Army team and be a #1 type supporter like Skipper. My guy Skip says, what up, everybody? I have to do some cleaning, but I will be listening. Don't worry about it, man. You know, I listen to a couple of people. You know, I don't listen to a whole bunch of people on YouTube, but sometimes when they do live streams, man, I be laying down, sleep, cleaning, doing whatever, but I be entertained, you know, just by them talking and, you know, being on air. So I know people aren't always just sitting right in front of the screens when they're watching the show, but do whatever you need to do as long as you got the show on. And before I just go any further, let's do the rundown right quick. If you ever want to support the show with some finances, you can always go to my Cash App or PayPal in the About section of my YouTube channel or the description of my videos. And you can always donate, man, and help the show out, help me keep going strong. You can always donate during the live stream via super chat, super sticker. You can donate on individual videos with a super thanks. So those are ways you can help the show. I even have a link, an old link, but it's still active, where you can donate to a old, what is it? I think it's a GoFundMe. Yeah. Not a GoFundMe. It's is it a GoFundMe? Either way, it was a fundraiser that I was doing. I think it is through GoFundMe. And you can donate to that. Those are ways you can just straight up donate to the show. Or if you ever decide to improve your life, get a companion dog, don't just be going out there shopping with anybody. You come through the show, baby. Hey, I got vendor links for you. You know, in the description of my videos, about section of my YouTube channel, get you a dog through the Dog King, man. Help support the show while going through some of the best vendors on the planet. So you can get a real dog all the way down. The only thing that you can't get on my show is a Kimber dog, even though I love Kimber dog and I still support them and I speak up for them because they are a great dog. And I talk about probably, I'm thinking about making a show that has to do with Kimber dog upcoming, so I won't mention what I was going to say. But yeah, that's the only dog that you can't really get through the show right now. But yeah, good to hear from you, Skip. Joy Virus says, Skipper, having a few drinks and just chilling out. Ray Oliveira in the house, one of my big supporters, Ray Oliveira. He's signing in. What up, Ray? Man, Ray always, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. I do this human woman tip of the week where I'm always trying to give human women good advice on, hey, look, the dog life and revolution is coming. Every man won't go to the dog life, but if you want to keep your man and keep him from going to the dog life, I always give out a human woman tip of the week. Sometimes a whole bunch of people look at it. Sometimes a lot of people don't look at it. But you know what? I'm undeterred. It's just sort of like my YouTube channel. I'm going to do my work anyway. But my guy Ray, he always retweets the Human Woman tip, and I appreciate him for that. Skipper says, oh, yeah, I love this song. Oh, man. I listen to a lot of my songs, but you know what? Whenever I play that song to start the show, it always gets me hyped. So that's why I leave it as the opening, man. Because man, it just says so many things to get me hype. I can't lie. Olivera says the song goes hard. Thank you, brother. Skipper said, what up, Jay? What up, Skip? Good to see you, brother. I already spoke to you, but I speak to you again. You're a Dog King Army team member, bro. Ray Olivera says, I'm powered up on Red Bull. Man, I wish I could drink me a little Red Bull, a Sprite. I used to love me some Sprites. I can't drink coffee anymore. I can't drink Sprites anymore right now. I did have a bit of a health issue a while back where, man, I'm basically on water and nothing but cranberry juice for the foreseeable future. I'm going to be honest with you. My enemy says, Dog King, what are my enemy? Joy Virus says, what height is your real dog? Oh, man, I got me a shawty. That girl's a shawty. She's just like I like a human woman. I promise you. My real doll is just like I like. That's what I love about her so much. I got her made up exactly like the human woman I like. You know, my favorite type of human woman. She's 4'10". She's 4'10". She's got booty. She's got thighs. I'm not a big breast guy, but she got some nice breasts. You know, and honestly, like I say, I'm just being realistic. I like my real doll. I was going back and forth between this face that she has and another face. And I think I've said this before, that I think I was supposed to choose the other face. It would have made her look exactly like I wanted her to look. And I may still get that face in the future at some point. But I still love this girl. She has grown on me in a multitude of ways. I just really love her. But I would say she may not be the most beautiful facial girl in the universe. But what I like about that is most of my girlfriends weren't the knockout gorgeous beauties in the face. They were always fine in their body, super fine in the body, and okay in the face. But that's how I grew up. I never was a guy that went crazy over a face. You know, I would see these guys, they would have this super pretty girlfriend and her body would be nothing. No booty and all that type of stuff whatsoever. And I'd be like, no, I'd rather have a nice body and an okay face than a 10 face and no body. No. So she's made up just like I like. Steve-O says, hey, Jay, good to be live with you, man. Great to see you, Steve-O. And great to see another Dog King Army team member checking in, baby. Like I said, if you want to join the team, go to my front page. You can join the team. And Steve, man, this guy has contributed a lot to the channel, you know, financially, watching videos, dropping comments, you know. So he's a great supporter, man. Not only just because he's a Dog King Army team member, but he's done a lot of good for this channel. So thank you, Steve, for joining. I got Ray Alvera says, them Latinas draw you in, man. They not only draw you in with food, but I'm going to be honest with you. You know, I had said how my job had some dogs there as far as women. But those Hispanic girls, the ones we got, hey, we got a few sexy ones there. Now, a couple of them aren't there anymore. They ended up leaving, but the few that we have, they really have some sexiness going on. And they have tried to draw me in a bit. I'm not going to lie. Just Kind of Doing It says, what up? Happy to be here. What up, Just Kinda? Hey, I didn't know that's who you were on Instagram. Once again, I don't do a lot of answering on Instagram or my social media. I'm going to be honest. If you dropping me messages there, that's just not the best place to reach me. I may answer you every blue moon, but I don't do a lot of question answering on there. If you want to talk to me, it's best to drop a comment on the video or even use my personal email that you can find in the About section of my YouTube channel. But I see people, they always dropping me comments in Instagram. And I'm like, hey, bro, I don't really got time to try to answer all these different places. You know, I really don't. So if you want to reach me, it's probably best for you to watch a video and drop a comment on the video. SEB7, man, I got a lot of Dog King Army team members checking in today. Says, hello, Dog King, power hour time. And she dropped one of her personalized emojis, which you get one of those if you're a Dog King Army team member, but they just don't show up on this app, but they show up everywhere else. Great to see a beautiful lady supporting me, on the Dog King Army team, the SEB7, actually my longest tenured member. So God bless her for always supporting me in every type of way. God bless you, SEB. Just kind of says, be happy, love them ladies. Oh, yeah, I'm super happy. I'm super happy. He said, keep the path. Oh, yeah, I'm always going to keep the path. Like I said, even if I do sniff a human vagina, they'll never entice me to get rid of my girls. I never do that dumb crap like Lars did on the movie. No damn well way. He said, the path went hard. My enemy says, the spirit and power. Yeah, man, it's the spirit that keeps me going strong. That's what it is. It's the spirit of God. I was just singing it the other day at work when everybody was dropping like flies. I was like, man, he keep on keeping me empowered, man. He keep on keeping me energized, strong. I've been saying the right thing, and God has been rewarding me. And he'll do the same for you out there. If you tired, don't get to talking about you tired and you weary and you can't make it. You know what's going to happen? You're going to get even more tired. And when you start feeling tired, do like me, start saying, man, hey, God gave me the power I need to do everything I need to do today. If you start saying that stuff, watch your energy go up. I believe you. I mean, believe me. Comic book dropped $5. What's up, King? Hey, comic book. I got to say something about comic book. My guy. He been a long tenured Dog King Army member. Dog King Army team member. And you know what? I rarely ever hear from comic book. I might get it coming from here every blue moon. But I will always say this. Comic book has been a great supporter as far as donations, just like this $5. When he does show up, it's usually with a tip. He usually drops, a little contribution to the show off. And he may go months and I might not even hear from him. But whenever he shows up, he usually brings a contribution to the show monetarily. But more importantly, he has never dropped his membership. No matter what, I might not ever hear from him, but guess what? He still supports the show. God bless you, comic book. I noticed you. I've been watching you, and I appreciate you, brother. El Ruffian says, finally got to catch this live. I heard you talking to Drex. The giant action figure line you said was the same reason I got my girls. The giant. I think he was talking about when I said my girls actually reminded me of when I was a kid playing with my toys. They're just like, my toys, but life-sized. I did have a conversation with Drex a while back. God bless Drex. It was him and my other guy. What was his name? I forgot, something Phil. I forgot his name, but he was a cool guy, man. He was a cool guy as well. The funny thing about me and Drex is we don't really quite agree on a lot of things. The way he sort of talks about women is not how I think about women. He's a bit rough when it comes to women, and we definitely don't see eye to eye on several things. But it's still good and it was still good and interesting talking to him, though. My enemy says a naughty shawty. I think he's talking about them, those Hispanic ladies. El Ruffian says all my girls except for one is all tits and butt. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I like my girls sort of filled out, even though with human women, I'm not really a big fan of breasts. You know what? That's sort of crazy. You can have bee stings for breasts, and I'm fine with it. But what I have to have is some type of booty. You gotta have some, I don't care if you're a skinny girl, really skinny, you still need an apple. I still need to see an apple back there. You ain't gotta have a badonkey, but you need an apple. I'm not with this no booty stuff. No. I know some guys like no booty. They like straight bones, but I'm not with the straight bones. I need me a little booty, baby. And so most of my girls got a little booty. The only girls that sort of got those apple booties are my Kimber dolls because you can't customize them. But if you notice, every girl that I have customized, my WM dog got booty for days. My Iron Tech dog got booty. My real dog got booty. So all the girls that I customized got straight booty. Now all my Kimber dolls, they just got apple booties, but they still got nice little butts. They aren't flat. So that's just how it goes. I need some booty. So any girl that I get other than Kimber Doll is going to have a fat booty. Dollhouse Phil. I couldn't think of his name for anything. That's who it was. Dollhouse Phil and Drex, who I was talking to. He a good guy. Just kind of do it says, been good night, man. Keep the path. Oh, yeah. Good for checking in. Just kind of. I already know, man. This is a strange time for the power hour. Normally it comes on early in the morning, but due to the way I live now, it has to come on at this time. My mom was even asking me, she was like, hey, why did your show come on, your power hour, and then a video drops just several hours later? I was like, well, the truth is, I used to do the power hour at the crack of dawn, 12 o'clock. Well, not even before the crack of dawn. I used to do it at around 12 to 1 in the morning. So it can be there for you guys all day. But since my life has changed and I've had to change sleeping patterns and stuff like that, this is the best time for me to do the power hour. But I have all of my videos pretty much dropping around midnight, 12:01, the earliest possible time for the next day. So on Thursday, my next video will be dropping, but that's only several hours from now because it's going to drop at 12:01. So it used to be where, like I said, my live streams had a chance to breathe for like 24 hours, but unfortunately right now that's not the case. My enemy says boobs last for me too. I'm just not a big boob guy. Oh, he said boobs last. Oh, okay. I feel you. I'm just not really, boobs. They can, like I said, I'm not telling you I don't like the boobs on these girls. They are great, but they've never wooed me to the point where if you got boobs and no booty, no. I've never been a guy that was attracted towards. Let me put my guy comic book back up here. I never was a guy that was attracted towards a top heavy lady. And I'm not trying to talk about you ladies. I'm just talking about preferences here. So if you got these gigantic breasts but no booty, I was like, no, that's just not my thing. I'm sorry. That's not my thing. I can't get with it. I'd rather you have no breasts with a great big booty. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I take that any day. But not the big breasts and no butt. No. Joy Virus says, I'm a breast man, not a fan of big booty. See, you remind me of a guy. I like guys like you too. When I was dating, I'm like, cool, you take all the girls with breasts and no booty and leave all the booty to me. Thank you. Appreciate you. I used to have a friend. It used to be so funny. We used to be in school chilling out, and we would be pointing out the total opposite girls. He'd be like, man, you see her over there? I'd be looking at her, I'd be like, man, I don't like her. Man, you see the breasts on her? I'd be like, breasts? Who gives a damn? She ain't got no booty. You know what I'm saying? So he used to be looking at breasts, and I used to be like, nah, you can keep that. Go right on ahead, bro. And matter of fact, I'm glad you like her because I can take the girl with the booty. So I'm a booty guy. I'm not like you, Joy. I can't do what you do. I'm sorry. I got to have me something to hold on to, And what I find so funny is a lot of my friends that just like breasts, they're scared of the booty. You know why? They don't know how to hit the booty. You know what I'm saying? They be like, man, I can't get I can't get in when a girl got no booty. I can't hit it right. I'm like, bro, it's a trick to hitting the big booty. You got to get under the booty. You don't know how to get under the booty, bro. You got to get, hey, I promise you, it's nothing better than making love to a girl with a great booty. I can't do it. I can't do it the opposite way. It was a girl actually, that girl that tried to act like she wanted to get me recently. She tried to, when I did a show about a human woman trying to catch the dog king, she was trying to convince me, talking about something. You don't need no girl with no big booty. Them flat booties, see, they're spread out. I'm like, no. Dude. I've heard guys say that crap. No, I don't want no flat booty that are spread out. I want me some cushion for the pushing. I don't want no blackboard booty. No freaking way. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that booty while you standing up. No. I'm not with the pancake butt. Can't do it, won't do it, ain't gonna do it. El Ruffin said, boobs make great pillows for the now. Boobs are great to lay on. He said, make great pillows for the cuddle, especially after a long day. I think he said not too big though. C or D is fine. But booties is great. But the booty hole on the dolls be awkward. Once again, I don't have to worry about the booty holes being awkward on a doll. I've never made love to one. And I don't even have the inclination. It's just one guy who always be telling me, man, if I had all the dolls you had, I'd be lining them up, making love to all of them. Da, da, da. I said, yeah. I said, well, good. That's just not how I think. You know, before I got dolls, I thought they were, I was going to be making love to them 24/7 and all that. But they're just my companions. I love hugging on them, sleeping with them, but no sex for me. I'm not thinking of them in that way right now. I just enjoy them like they are. So I'm gonna get to some statements, some questions, but people that I have having problems in the, sleeping with their girls and stuff like that, it's like I can give you advice on it, but personally, I'm just so happy right now. That's just not a problem I even think about dealing with because I don't make love to my girls. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, all the buttholes that I've seen on my girls look pretty damn beautiful. I'm gonna be honest. I've just never used them. But speaking of laying on a breast, that's what I love laying on. My human ladies, boy, they turn over. I used to lay on their booties. I lay straight on them booties. Them booties make great pillows, to be quite honest with you. And like I said, I've just never been a big fan of breasts like that. You can lay on them, true enough, but now I think he's talking about with the companion dolls, and with my companion dolls now, their breasts do make great pillows. I do love laying on their breasts. Now, it's amazing. You have to be careful if your girl has gel breasts, like my Iron Tick doll. I don't lay on her breasts too long because I don't want to deform them or anything. Or even my real doll. She has it's different than gel breasts what real dolls have. They have sort of silicone juice in there, but it's not really a gel breast. It's a little bit thicker than a gel breast, but you'd have to just find out for yourself. But they feel amazing. But I would still not lay on her breast for too long either. I wouldn't want to deform them. So with all that said, I've caught it with all my comments. Let me put comic book back up here since he contributed. So I'm going to start out. I'm going to whiz through these videos. And the first video I'm gonna talk about is Against All Odds, baby. That was my last Dog King Power Hour. I was talking about how I don't give a damn what comes against me. I ain't gonna lose. I'm sorry, baby. I got the power of God with me. With him with me, nobody can defeat me. I don't give a damn what come against me. And I was sort of laughing because I brought up Tupac, my favorite rapper, because he did a song called Against All Odds. And man, I love that damn well song. I'm on the wrong thing. Wait a minute. I was on my biking channel, which I do have a biking channel, y'all. It's called Biking with JayDollKingHefner. So if you like bikes, and I'm not talking about motorcycles, I'm talking about legitimate bikes, you can check out that channel. So let's go check out Against All Odds. I think this is it right here. My guy Steve O had said, "Afternoon, Jay. I finally made a live one." Now he dropped this comment long after the live had went on. So in the back of my mind, I said, "I'm glad you made it." But in the back of my mind, I'm like, Steve, was you actually there for the live stream? I was just wondering, was he actually there? But he said he made it. So if he did, hey, congratulations to him. That's what I told him. We are Kaylee. And she did confirm to me that she was a woman. But We Are Kaylee said, I think it's amazing that the companion dog community is just like the reborn dog community. If you don't know about reborn dogs, that's basically babies that are pretty much like companion dogs. She said, I'm definitely doing a video about it and giving you a shout out. I said, I appreciate her for doing that. She said, I had a lot of misconceptions about real dogs, just as many people have a lot of misconceptions about reborn dogs. Education and normalizing dogs in general is very important, she said. Too many people automatically assume we're crazy or perverted. So far from the truth. She said, I'm very happy to have found your channel, and I'm glad you found me too. A lot of people think what they want. I'm here to change the narrative because so many people that I've recently talked to about my channel, oh, you got that channel? Oh, it's about sex dolls. I'm like, nah, bro, these are not sex dolls. That's really minimalizing the whole companion dog industry. And like I've said in another video before, these companies a lot of these companies and even vendors don't do us a favor by naming their sites after sex dolls. You know, I think everybody actually needs to make a change to make society start changing. You know, but I think reborn dolls serve a great purpose for people who want children in their lives. You know, but don't want all of those damn well responsibilities, or some people just can't have kids naturally, so they end up getting a reborn doll. I said, keep being yourself and don't be deterred by the naysayers. I said, God bless you and keep living your dreams. My guy Brandon says, I got the majority of my dolls through, well, he's talking about somebody else, so I'm not going to give him credit. But he got them through somewhere else, and I'm like, no. Forget getting them through them. You need to be getting them through me. And I'm going to skip the rest of his comments, but he was basically saying, I got my dolls from somewhere else, da-da-da-da-da. I said, man, you need to get your next doll through my channel. You know, many more brands to choose from than the actual place that he got his doll from. They don't even deal with all the manufacturers in the world. They deal with certain manufacturers. So when you go through my vendors, you'll see some vendors that may have some dolls and some won't. But throughout all of my vendors, you can find any doll in the world other than a Kimber doll. Any doll. So you'll have more choices going through me. And we are Kaylee. She had I was wondering on my last power hour, was she a female? Because so many of these doll owners have these female names on their channel, on their YouTube identifications and stuff. So I never know whether they're male or female. But she said, I'm a female. She said, your impression of me is hilarious. I didn't get a reply notification, because I had answered her. She didn't get a reply. She said, thank you for explaining where you were coming from. Because she was talking about me. I was talking about something about, she said, hey, when you said women are rude, why didn't you say nothing about men? And I explained it last power hour, so you can watch that and see what I said. But she did understand where I was coming from with it. I said, glad to know you're a female. And I told her she did ask a great question too. Okay, here we go. My guy DAS, he was missing in action. One of my biggest supporters on the channel, longtime Dog King Army team member. This guy just went invisible. You couldn't find him anywhere. He normally was commenting and checking in, but he just got lost in the shuffle. So he said, yo, Dog King, thank you for the shout out on the show. He said, you had me laughing. He said he'd been working a lot. He said, I always check the replays for your live streams, though. Looks like your audience is growing, so that's awesome. He said, I'm always here for you, brother. Dog King Army for life. And he is always here, and I appreciate that. But that's why I'm checking on him, Some Dog King Army members, Army team members like Comic Book, I might not hear from a long time, but I never used to hear from him a whole bunch anyway. So I'm not quite alarmed when I don't hear from some people for a long time. But DAS used to come in a lot, check in a lot, and he was gone, for a while. So I just wanted to make sure he was all right. I said, glad to know you're doing okay. I definitely think about the answer. Oh, he asked me a question. What did he ask me? Oh, he said, I forgot to ask you if you could pick a doll to review next. You can have anyone. Which would you pick and why? He said, be easy, Dog King. I'll take your answer on the next powwow. That's too hard of a question, honestly. Because, man, it's several brands that I'm really stoked to do a review on. I would love to do a Starbury doll. I've been loving them from the beginning of their, since they've been going on. But it's a couple of companies that I want to talk about in the future on my show. So I don't really want to bring them up. But I would love to do several, reviews on dolls. I will mention Fan Reel since I've already done a show on them. That's a company I would really love to do a review on as well. But if you're any doll company out there that's reputable, doing good business, I would definitely be interested in doing a review on your doll, But it is probably a few of them that come to mind first, But I don't want to bring all of them up right now. Because I'm going to do some shows coming up talking about these companies. But I definitely will mention Starbury because they're one of my favorite companies out there. Although, man, I have never been able to really communicate with Piper Dog. And they really haven't, to me, done a lot of new things recently. But I still would love to do a review on a Piper Dog. I will say that. So God bless you, DAS. Glad to know you okay, brother. Austin still popped in and said something. He said, man, when you're talking about dogs, oh, no. Oh, yeah. Hold on, let me see. Okay, he was talking about, we had a question about ready to ship dogs because I think it was, man, who was that? I think that was that Brandon Anderson. It might have been Brandon Anderson, but somebody was talking about that they got factory photos from their dog really quickly. And I'm like, man, the only way you can get, I said, the only way you can get photos that quick or get your dog within a week, it has to be a ready to ship dog. And the guy admitted that it was a ready to ship dog. But Austin was like, when you're talking about dogs that are in stock or ready to ship, you still get to see the photos. They just aren't emailed directly to you. That's what he says. He said, because obviously the dog wasn't made for you to begin with. He said, but typically you can view the factory photos alongside the more professional photo sets you end up getting. He said, they'll go down the list telling you what all the customizations are and any potential damage the dog's got. He sort of threw me off with that. I'm like, what? You'll hear my answer. He said, because most ready-to-ship dogs are either cancel orders or ones that were damaged during the process of maker. Now, I know that some ready-to-ship dogs, a lot of them are cancel orders, but I never really heard about the damaged part of it. You know what I'm saying? I never heard about them being damaged. So I don't really know where he gets that from. I'm not even saying he's wrong, but I have never heard that. He said, so as soon as you purchase that dog, you know exactly what you're getting and they'll ship it out. Now, I know I have seen some sites or some dog manufacturers say, hey, we have some dogs that have some imperfections that you can get cheaper. Like I think Game Lady have said that. But other than that, I haven't really heard many other manufacturers say that they're ready to ship dogs are damaged. So, and I don't even know where Austin gets this information from because this is what I asked him. I said, I didn't realize that some are damaged, what I just said. I said, I just thought they were pre-ordered and not sold. That's what I really thought from my understanding. And then I said, are any of your girls from ready to ship stock? The reason I asked him that is because I'm wondering how he even knows this if he doesn't have a ready to ship dog himself, which I don't think he does. He never answered me. So either way, let's keep rolling because I don't want to take too long. Skipper says, my guy, Doc King Army team member says, you have a great and positive attitude. For sure, I said I didn't like text messages last Doc King Power Hour. He was like, texts are too easily misunderstood. We go from the 7 senses used in a normal conversation to what, 1? And I said, I'm not a fan of texting at all, my friend. It's too easily misinterpreted. I hate it. I promise I do. Luckily, I haven't had to deal with it because I haven't dated a human woman in forever. Steve-O says, Jay, you're my man. You have the stamina. You keep going. You have the determination. He said, I love you, man. I love you too, Steve-O. I said, I got to keep pressing forward, Steve. Thanks for the support, my friend. It was Anthony Payne that was talking about the ready to ship dogs. That's who it was. He said, I had to come back to finish this video. He said, good head on you, brother. And I said, glad you came back to finish, and I appreciate you for being active in the community. My guy Steve dropped another comment, said, you're wonderful, and I appreciate Steve. God bless him. We Are Kaylee says, she was commenting on what I said about Lars and a real girl. That movie was a complete joke. Now, it's some of it sort of funny to watch as a new dog on. If you've never seen Lars and a real girl, you're going to trip off of just him cleaning, getting the girl to begin with, cleaning her up, and just certain little things that happen in the movie. It is worth watching. But all in all, I do not agree with We Are Kaylee because she said, great movie. But his reason for getting his dog was much different. Let me tell you something. Not a great movie. It was horrible from the standpoint of what was going on in that movie. It was they tried to make dog owners seem like they are lunatics, like they're crazy and off their rockers. This guy was doing some of the dumbest stuff ever. You know what I'm saying? No dog owner in the damn real world is going to be letting people take his dog to their jobs and events without him being anywhere around. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can't say nobody because I did hear a guy, but I think he has dogs more for work than personalized. But it was just one guy that said he let a guy take his dog to a dog show or something, and the hand on his dog got broke. I'm like, that's exactly why dog owners don't let idiots take their dogs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna. You think I'm finna let some guy take one of my ladies? Hey Jay, let me borrow one of your girls to go to a dog expo. Have you lost your damn mind? I'm not letting my dog go anywhere unsupervised by me. Have you lost your mind? And that's why I say I think I can speak for probably 99.9% of dog owners. Nobody's doing that stupid crap. And I ain't trying to ruin the movie for anybody who ever seen it, but also in that movie, this guy had the balls. This guy had the unmitigated balls to allow his brother to and his brother's wife to give his dog a bath. Have you lost your damn well mind? I'm not letting anybody touch my girl intimately like that, giving her a damn bath. You done lost your mind. I said, this show is ridiculous. Not to mention the end of the show. I mean, it's a total slap in the face to dog owners. No way. Was not a great movie. And that's what I told Kate. I said, honestly, I didn't like the movie and the portrayal of dog owners having mental disabilities. I said I hated the ending. Now, it's almost mandatory for dog owners to at least watch it, though. I can't lie and examine the movie. I said, but I also didn't like how he was cool with other people, like I said, cleaning his dog. I mean, get out of here. Ain't nobody touching. Nobody's going for that ridiculous crap. So either way, I'm done with that video. Next video, I did a bathing experiment where I didn't wash any of my girls for 3 months. Now, I had been washing all of them on a monthly basis at least once. Now, if I had been making love to my girls, I would probably be washing them up more, but I don't make love to my girls. So once a month, bath is good enough. But I said, you know what? I want to see what happens if I don't bathe them for 3 months. Now, I'm not physical with them. So I did a video about it. And when I did the video, hold on. Wait a minute. Yeah, when I did the video, I was just talking about how, man, if you do get caught up and you can't wash your girls, you don't have to really worry. They're gonna still, be pretty much clean. If you have them with their blankets on, covered up or something like that, because all of my girls still look spotless even after 3 months. So if you have them wrapped up, they probably won't get dirty. And actually, I had some girls still doing the show, of course, and they weren't even dirty like that. So, your girls could probably go a couple months without bathing them, but you don't want to get into a habit of always doing that. I had a question from who? Something's going on here. Oh, yeah. I had a question from Mojado. I thought it was just a Bunty Band-Aid guy, but it's not. Mojado said, dude, that sounds like a lot of work. How do you clean and dry the orifice of your dog? Do you put oil and baby powder in there? I said, having a companion dog is more work than people think if you're doing it right. I said, I don't have to clean the insides of my girls because I don't have sex with them. I said, to dry them, you can use a dry sponge and stick it in there. You can buy some dry sticks, from one of my vendors. And you can use the dry sticks are just some like white sticks that help dry the vagina or anus. And I said, you can also have them hanging on racks, that helps the water flow downward, and they can almost probably naturally dry like that. But when you're dealing with the insides of your dog, you do probably want to run a dry sponge in there or maybe some dry sticks or something like that, just to make sure that the moisture isn't standing there, because you don't want mold to form. Well, that's mainly in the TPE girl, but you don't want your girl to stay wet on the inside. What else did I say? Oh, then I said, you can oil the outer layer of the openings, as far as the vagina or the anus, after they are dry every few months to keep them good and refreshed. I said, but I don't think you got to, oil the insides of them. My guy Mojado says, thank you so much. So I did actually have more than that one question. I can't see my other question. It should have popped up. Okay, I had a question from my guy. Who is it? I don't see his question on here though. It actually didn't pop up. Oh, here it is. My guy Vice Evil says these are some very useful information. This is some very useful information. Thank you for sharing. I told him glad it was helpful. That was only a little while ago, actually. I had a couple of questions on there late. I don't know why Musty's thing isn't showing up. It's supposed to be down here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Oh, no. I was reading stuff from the wrong thing, actually. I sort of jumped the gun. I was reading questions from how to bathe your girl. That's what I was reading from. I didn't do the comment I had from Mustard Band-Aid Man was I did a bathing experiment. And he says, "Hey Jay, I be getting my first girl today." No, wrong. He says, he was saying he was gonna get his first girl today in another comment. I said everything will work out great. Glad you used the link because he used one of my vendor links to get his girl. But he said, man, he got his girl from Silicone Lovers. He got a Zelex Inspiration Series girl with a movable jaw. I said, man, she gonna be awesome. Well, he finally actually got the girl. He said, I got her. She's very, very beautiful. He says, by the way, is it normal if the head connection is a bit loose? He said one of the two heads seem to be a bit loose. It doesn't fall off, but it doesn't take much to take it off. And I sort of forgot about that. I said I might have to do a video about it, actually. I said I might have to do a video about that because what happens is some of these M16 screws they send, they aren't the best. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if you have a pop-off screw, meaning that the head can pop on and off, I hate those. The head is never really secure with those screws. So I have straight M16 screws, but I actually use a washer to put over my screws, and it helps keep the head good and tight. I said I'm probably going to do a video to show you exactly how I do it, so you guys will know how to keep your doll heads tight, because that is an issue sometimes with the doll head being a bit loose. And I told him all of that. And it's an old trick I learned from a good friend named Mark. He taught me that when I first got in the game. And so I'll probably do a video for you guys in the future about that. Let me write that down right quick, because I don't want to forget that video about. Okay, I might have to do that in the future. Okay, so that was all I had on that. Oh, here go that video where I said a human woman tried to catch the dog king. That human woman tried to catch me, man, but I kept running. Let me see. Is this it? Yeah. So I was just talking about this girl that was trying to get me, but she's not really my type. And honestly, I'm so glad I didn't mess with her, because it's a lot more that came out about her where I'm like, no. I'm so glad I didn't mess with her. Her attitude does not match mine. God bless her. I'm never gonna mention anybody's name or whatever on here, but I say this. I'm a very happy, smiley person. And this person loves to get upset, loves to get angry, loves to be in a funky, stanky mood. And I'm like, no. I'm so glad I didn't make a mistake and mess with a woman like that. Because I've known guys like that as well too, dudes, people that just love to be mad for no reason. They're just addicted to being upset. And I was like, man, imagine if I didn't listen to my spirit and I said, you know what? It's time for me to get some vagina. And I just got some from her anyway. Boy, I would have been in a world of trouble. So I'm so glad I didn't do that. But my guy, Anthony Payne says, I'm going to buy 8 silicone dolls and become a doll pimp and start a love doll palace at Motel 8. He thought it was funny, but I was like, I said, he said money. Then he said money. I said, Now, personally, I said I couldn't go that route, but whatever makes you happy, because I'm not here to talk about what makes you happy. You can do whatever you want, but I've already said I'm not with the dog brothel stuff. That's not the route that God has blessed or put in my heart to go. I'm not with trying to sexualize these girls. Not in that way. You can have sex with them if you want to, but what I'm saying is that's not my mission to continue to feed into the old they're sex doll narratives. No. These aren't sex dolls. These are companion dolls. I told him, I said, you know what? I couldn't go there. I said I couldn't go that route. I said some things aren't worth the money, but follow your own path. I mean, do whatever you want to do. But when he said money, I'm like, well, you know what? Everything ain't worth money, bro. I'm sorry. And not for me. I wouldn't compromise myself by doing something like that. So he said, nah, I just had to crack a joke, hoping to make somebody's day. And so I gave him a thumbs up. Hey, if that was a joke, I'm cool with you. I'm cool with you making jokes, but I just did have to let him know, like, I'm not cool with that myself. I wouldn't do it at all. Let's see. Dog King Army team member Skipper says, run, Jay. There are hooks in that bait. Talking about that human woman. He basically said, run from that human woman. I said, yeah, I would know which fish to catch. I said, I had to throw that fish back in the damn well water. And I'm so glad I did. Lady Still, the sexy, beautiful Lady Still, because she is fine. Well, from her picture, she looks great. But she says, what you resist persists, and what you look at disappears. And so Skipper came in and tripped me out. Skipper was like, man, I have no idea what this woman is talking about. He said, this is what I'm talking about. Because Skipper agreed with me that he didn't like text messages and he didn't understand what she was saying. And I said, I responded to Lady Steele, and I said, exactly. People usually want what they can't have. And I went on to explain to Skipper. I said, Skipper, she's basically saying people want what they can't have, but they don't want somebody who wants them. So if I was looking all up in this human woman face like, oh, I like you, I want you, she wouldn't give me the time of day. But because she knows I don't give a damn and my attention is focused on the dolls, now she wants that. And so that's just sort of the human condition. A lot of people want what they feel like they can't get. And that's all she was saying. My enemy says she wants the power hour. Talking about that human lady. I said, she can't get it, my friend. And my enemy, he just laughed at me. And Black Zach gave me a 100. Back at you, Black Zach. So that was all the comments I had on that video. We rolling, baby. Oh, okay. My guy Anthony Payne made a comment on a video I did where I did Iron Tick Doll versus Real Doll. Let me see. And man, when I even think about me comparing Iron Tick Doll and Real Doll, like I say, Real Doll, I still mean everything I said in that video about them just feeling so human, so human. But let me tell you, man, Iron Tick Doll is an amazing company. And I'm telling you, if Real Doll doesn't do some of the changes that we have talked about, they're going to get swallowed up by a company like Iron Tick Doll as far as just being better. They got to improve the quality issues and they got to prove a lot of other things. Right now, they're still right at the top of the game. I still want to get a couple of more dolls. Dolls I really think they can compete with this company. But let me tell you now, you cannot go wrong with the Iron Tick Doll. I'm letting you know that now. And so let me see. Anthony Payne sort of made another joke. He was like, Jay, do a booty slap comparison video with all the dolls. Get the comedy feed back out there. And here's the deal. I've reviewed some of my girls and I've slapped a couple of their booties to sort of show you the difference. Like I slapped the Iron Tick girl's booty on one video showing you how it really doesn't jiggle that much because she doesn't have a gel butt. And even my Real Doll, she has a very squeezable booty. It feels so realistic. But it still probably doesn't jiggle as much as my TPE dolls. So it's still a difference there. But I said this. I said, I see an answer from Anthony. I said, that would be funny, but I'm sure YouTube wouldn't approve. I said, I got to stay within certain guidelines. Anthony says, I'm aware. I didn't see this answer. He said, I'm aware. He says, I thought as long as you're not showing any private parts, it's okay. Nah, believe me, they'll come down on hard just on booty slapping. He says, I mean, women on YouTube shaking their asses in swimsuits, so booty shorts. I mean, have booty shorts. I can't lie. His text always be sort of messed up. He said, I'm assuming he says have booty shorts to cover a little bit more would be a violation. He said, hold on, this dude be. I can't lie, Anthony. If you listen to me, please take time on your writing, man. This stuff is so jumbled up. So he says, I thought as long as you're not showing any private parts, it's okay. That's not necessarily true, especially with dogs, my companion dogs. They're much rougher on me than human women. He says, I mean, women on YouTube shaking their asses in swimsuits. I ain't gonna lie, it's so hard to understand this guy sometimes. He said he wrote it literally like this: in swimsuits, so booty shorts to cover a little bit more would be a violation. That sentence just does not make sense. I know what you're trying to say, but the way you wrote it is terrible. I love you, Anthony. But what he's saying is if they're shaking their butts with booty shorts on, is that a violation? Probably not, because like I say, they let these girls grind on yoga mats butt naked pretty much, and they don't get any violations. You know what I'm saying? But they can be very hard on me because they don't even understand the purpose of my channel. A lot of people don't. He said, just curious because you'd be the channel to make it humorous and education at the same time. Well, you know, I do a lot of stuff to sort of joke around with my girls, but I'm really not with the booty slapping because to me, you know, I show that type of stuff when I'm doing a doll review. But, you know, you have guys on Instagram that just do booty slapping videos. To me, it's a way of sexualizing the girl. I'm really not with promoting the sexualization of the companion dogs. That's really the whole thing, you know. So I wouldn't even personally want to just joke around like that. Whenever I'm slapping some booty, it's for scientific purposes. It's for when I'm doing a review to sort of show you the differences between jiggle, you know. And a lot of times on a review, I just sort of throw caution to the wind, you know, even though I don't try to show anything naked. If I slap a booty, it's all for science, not necessarily for trying to sexualize the dog. But a lot of times these guys slap the booty for a form of sexualizing the dog. And I'm not really with that. I always say, man, it is other channels that might do that type of stuff. And those are the channels that you may want to go to find that type of stuff. But I'm not really trying to sexualize my dogs out there. It's enough of that out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do that. Even though I love Anthony and appreciate his contributions, like I always tell him. Moving it on. Oh, I did a show about nurses, human nurses. It was a study that came out that found out that out of all the professions, the human nurses cheat the most on their mates. And they said they even beat musicians and people that play sports. And that blew me away because, you know, so much vagina is thrown at guys who play sports and guys who are into music. That nurses are cheating more than those guys do. Man, I was just tripping because I said in the video, I was like, boy, it's some lit up storerooms around the country because it's some dirty deeds going on, man. They're boning right before they come in and check your blood pressure. I said, man, this is ridiculous. And there's some fine nurses out there. I'm going to be honest with you. Either way, my guy Skipper, he dropped a comment. He said, man, I got some stories on this topic. He said, we should do a 3-hour show sometimes on this. I can't do no 3-hour shows right now. Matter of fact, this show already going long. It's already at an hour. He said, let me just say this. I worked at several hospitals for about 10 years. Most doctors are part-time gynecologists. Basically, he's saying they boning the nurses. He said, I used to gamble around the Southeast often. He said, I had a lot of money in my pocket. He said, you would be amazed at how many women, nearly all, find you interesting when you have a stack of $100 bills. I'm going to be honest with you, Skipper. I love you, but I wouldn't be amazed. Not at that. Not at women finding money attractive. They find money attractive more than a man being attractive physically. He said, lastly, I drove a Uber for a bit as a side gig because I could rent a Tesla through Hertz. He said, if I drove some for Uber, he said, almost daily I would get an offer from either an amateur or professional, talking about a professional woman. He said, dates, invitations inside their house, fooling around in the car, at a park, in the woods, you name it. I got stories. Yeah, women are often fooled by a good car, meaning that a man just is overflowing with money, so they will mess with you sometimes. He says, I hear women say men are hoes. He said there may have been a difference in the past, but I don't see much difference now. Men are most often attracted to sexy looking women. A man with a lot of money, a job title, or a famous man is getting offers constantly. Oh yeah. If you got money, like I said, I've seen guys looking like Jabba the Hutt, and they're going to get plenty of women after them. Because I've said it before, women aren't necessarily raised to go after a man they find attractive. They're going, they've been raised, don't date no bum. They're the guy that's doing good for himself. So a lot of women are attracted to what you have or what you're doing, what type of job title you have, because that's how they were raised. It's us men who was raised, hey, man, I'm dating a doctor. Man, your friend's gonna be like, I don't give a damn if she a doctor. Did she got some booty? What her breasts look like? Is she cute? Because we're taught to date a woman on what we like, not on what she does. He says, I trust a companion dog over a human any day. Let me tell you, as much as I talk about, I would enjoy sniffing the right human vagina, don't get me wrong. But let me tell you, it is so much you don't have to worry about dealing with human women. You ain't got to worry about no STDs and things of that nature. It's just a lot you got to think about when you do. You ain't got to think about getting her pregnant and all this other razzmatazz. You ain't got to think about her getting upset or whatever. You ain't got to think about what she may be thinking about you. You ain't got to worry about that. So it's just a lot that, like I say, I would choose a companion doll over a human woman, because even if I was to date a human woman, she wouldn't replace my companion doll. But hey, guess what? My companion doll would be here and she be gone. So yes, I would choose a companion doll myself. I told him that was a great story, though. I said, that's why I said a while back, it ain't no excuse for a doctor to not be able to get some vagina. Because it was this guy that had 10 real dolls, a retired doctor. I never slept with a human woman. Bro, it's no excuse as a doctor for you never to have gotten some vagina. I don't give a damn what you say to me. You messed up. That's on you. Hazel Ross said, man, Jay, this video cracked me up. I knew I should have went to med school. I said, it's going down. Them hospitals, boy, it's going down in them storerooms. Believe me. Master J 360 says, I wouldn't be surprised if they do night hours too. Talking about the nurses, I guess, having sex at night. He said, if they get caught, they would say they got drugged when it happened. Now, I'm not getting into all of that. He says, I also bought a second doll recently from Doll Castle. It's a 150 centimeter K cup. I said, it's definitely that night shift that's doing most of the cutting up as far as having sex. I said, I hope you use my links if you made a recent purchase, because see, now it ain't no excuse for a guy like my guy Master J360 not to go through one of my links, because he's been watching the show for a while. So if you recently bought a doll, now he never answered me, so I don't know whether he did or not. But if you recently bought a doll, it's no excuse not to go through my vendors. Not a one of them. So I'm hoping he did. But by him not answering, that's making me think that he didn't. And that's a no-no, Master J360. There's no way you should be going off on your own, buying a doll without going through the channel. O'Shine the Great says, it's over for all of us. I guess because he said the nurses were cheating. I said, nah, my friend, it's not over for all of us. What do you, no. That's that negative talking that I'm talking about. It's not over for all of us because women are cheating. It happens out there. It's not over for all of us because they're doing it. It definitely ain't over for me. I can tell you that. So moving right along. This show, where are we at now? Oh, I got WM versus Kim Doll. I had Melanin Supergirl make a comment. And I think she was talking about my she said WMTPE dolls are overpriced in her opinion. And the sales photos look like silicone full body airbrush Playboy magazine professional lighting. She said the new WM silicone Angel Kiss dolls, which I like Angel Kiss, are 10 times better than the WM TPE dolls. Now I do like Angel Kiss. They have some good stuff going on. She said other companies make fairly realistic silicone dolls for a couple of hundred more or only 50% more nowadays. And I've said this before, silicone dolls are more affordable than they ever used to be. Yeah, you may have to spend a few hundred more dollars. Now, in some cases, you may end up spending $1,000 more dollars, depending on what type of company you go with and all of that. And of course, my real doll sitting next to me is way, way more than that. Way more. But for the most part, you can get a good silicone doll, for just a little bit more than the TPE dolls. But I said WM have been, in my opinion, oversaturated. But I said I still love my WM TPE girl. I really love her. Every time I get Saima Renee Uzumaki out, which was my first doll, WM, she is lovable beyond compare. Only thing I did was mess up and give her a removable vagina. If she had a fixed vagina, Lord have mercy. If I ever made love, she would be right up there at the top of which one I would make love to first. Because she may say that, they're overrated or overpriced, but let me tell you something. I think that WM is so saturated that a lot of people think of them first without looking at other doll companies. But I will give them credit for this. WM does make a very lovable doll. Because when I get to hugging on Saima, boy, it's hard to stop. I can say that. So I said Angel Kisses. I said WM have been oversaturated, but I still love mine. Angel Kiss is definitely on another level than their TPE girls. I do agree with that. I said they're not my favorite silicone line though, even though they're looking good. They're looking good, but they're not my favorite silicone line. So that's all I had on that. Just that one-off comment. I had a comment on a fan reel video that I did. Let's see. My guy Marcus Zysing says, I ordered a 170 centimeter Maria from Fan Reel. We'll see if she's good. I said, I believe she's going to be awesome. I hope he used my link. Once again, no excuse for you new viewers or, I ain't say new viewers, but people who've been looking at my channel. If you recently ordered a doll, it's no excuse for you not to be using my great vendors. Come through the show, support the channel, go through legitimate vendors. Don't go through my vendors on your own so they can laugh at you and be like, this dummy paid full price and we didn't have to get a Dog King nothing. Thank you, Dog King, for nothing. Thank you for Dog King for sending them to us. But guess what? He didn't use your link. So I always use the link. And I don't know if he did or not. Keeping it rolling. Oh, I did a show talking about I won't lose to the booty because just keeping it short, man, I saw this girl on Instagram and I actually follow her because she's fine. I'm going to be honest, she is fine. But I thought she was just an Instagram girl and come to find out, she was like, yeah, I'm almost at 300,000 with my YouTube channel. I was like, what? God bless her and, wish her much success. But I went to go check out the YouTube channel. And like I say, this girl had like 300 and some videos. I'm damn near at 1,000 videos, So this girl is almost at 300,000 subscribers without doing a fourth of the work that I've done. I said, she don't even have playlists. She barely even posts videos. I said, man, and I in that video, I was basically saying that's how the enemy tried to play tricks on me, He tried to say, look, Jay, people ain't even got to work as hard as you do, and they got way more subscribers than you. Why are you working so hard? Why are you so dedicated? Man, these people don't want to watch your videos. I did a whole video talking about that. But I was saying, you know what? No, you can't look at the success of others. God bless her, whatever she's doing. I say, but guess what? God will increase me when he sees fit, as far as subscribers and all of that type of stuff. He knows what he's doing. But the enemy tried to use her against me and be like, Jay, look at her. But I did say this. It's amazing, man. If you're a fine woman out there, You can make it so easy. You don't have to work hard like the Dog King. I'm gonna be honest with you. All you gotta do is show a little booty. And believe me, YouTube, they won't care. They'll treat you much differently. I can have my girl in the 3-piece suit and they'll come down harder on me than a woman with a thong on. Like I told you, you can go find channels right now of women grinding on yoga mats, doing, I've seen sexual movements where they're grinding, acting like they're riding a penis. And guess what? Fully monetized, fully got commercials and everything. I'm like, hey, what's going on here? You know, but instead of causing the stink, I said, you know what? I can't worry about it. You know, I'm gonna keep on going myself. I let God fight my battles, you know, because it's just some battles you cannot fight. But that's what that video was about. And Kayla said, the message is greater than the numbers. That's right. Don't let the booty get you down. And I said, thank you. And like I said, we won't let the booties get the best of us. We ain't gonna stop going just because the booties get a lot more subscribers. We ain't worried about it. Skipper says, it has to be discouraging. You have a great attitude, outlook. He said, I don't go on Instagram and other apps, but when the bikini short clips pop up for me on YouTube, I don't click on most of them intentionally because because it's a little disgusting the way some ladies monetize their bodies, he said. He said, on the other hand, some of these ladies are fine as hell. I'm sorry. I even agree. Some of them are fine. Hell, I'm even subscribed to a couple of women just because they're fine. So I know it works. Believe me. And he said, keep doing what you do. You're at the forefront of the robotic companion doll revolution that is coming. He said, I enjoy your positive content and creativity. I love the way you always do the "we are out" at the end of your videos. He said, awesome. Everyone have a great day. I said, thanks as always, Skip. And I also agree that some of those ladies are fine as hell. I'm sorry, they are. I said, not taking anything away from them, but it's amazing how they can blow up with zero effort. I'm over here working my fingers to the bone, and all they doing is showing some booty and getting 300,000 subscribers. It's amazing. And not only that, my good friends, my bosses at YouTube actually support them. I'm like, whoa, this is amazing. I said, that's okay, though. I'm not going to worry about it. The Father Carpet Monster says, keep it going. I appreciate you and the help you give us. Jake Jen says, I love watching your vids. My guy, 590 says, don't give up and don't overgrind, yet keep grinding without the yoga mat. He had me laughing with that. I said, I won't give up, my friend. The enemy always tries to talk us out of our dreams. I said, God bless you. Think about, he said overgrinding. Thing is, I can't afford not to overgrind if I'm trying to get to where I'm trying to get to. So I have to put in the grind. But like I say, I love what I do. I love trying to help others, and I'm not going to let the booties deter me and their success. Whatever they're doing, that's what God wants for them right now. But I got to keep on going with what I see in my heart. I did a video about Meet the Family. It was a whole video about how to basically introduce your companion dogs to your family. And the whole gist of it was not to be given a damn. Just do it. Get it out the way. You know what I'm saying? Tell them what's going on and keep moving. Some gonna like it. Some ain't gonna like it. But at the end of the day, they're not gonna give a damn as the days go by. They're not gonna be sit up in their house like, man, Jay got companion dogs. They ain't gonna be thinking about that. They're gonna be looking at their TV shows, eating their food, worry about their relationships, and worry about their life. As time goes on, they ain't gonna even be thinking about you and no damn dogs. Believe me. But what did Skipper say? Oh, he just said good video. He said good advice. That's what he said. Good advice. I said, thanks, my friend. It can be a challenge for some owners to explain the dog life to loved ones. But at the end of the day, you just got to say, they can misunderstand me all I want. If you really want to tell them, just tell them and let it ride. That's really what you need to do. Excuse me. I made a video before I became the Dog King about the pandemic and all this stuff. And I was like, it's just ridiculous on how people just act like the air is just poor. You know, they used to act like the air was just pores and the outside air. Oh, Lord Jesus, oh, the air, I can't breathe. Oh, I was like, no. You know, I wouldn't even make videos like that now, but that video, I was just laughing so hard because I'm like, come on, guys. It ain't nobody in the world that's finna convince me not to step outside and breathe a big breath of air. No way. I'm sorry. Get out of here. I'm not doing it. And Anthony just said he was straight rolling and laughing. So I think I told him I said, oh, I told him it's some people that are still acting that scared. But guess what? That's on them. God bless them. That's all I can say. Let's see. I already did my video about how to claim your girl, how to claim the TPE girl. I already did all the comments on that earlier. Starbury came out with a new 3rd generation doll. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. She's not for everybody. She's a mature lady. But what I did like about her is she is representative of a older lady, had wrinkles. She looks so realistic. She may not be your type, but what I loved about her is she looked so authentic. And I do think more companies have to do what Starbury has done. Even though all your customers might not like that type of doll, it's some people who want a mature, older lady. They've been dreaming of having that. And, you know, the doll companies usually make just perfect ladies, you know, the finest of the fine, young, vibrant. But you do have to get into making women of all types. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad they actually made an older lady. And, you know, for what they were trying to do, I think they did an amazing job. Let's see what he said, though. Oh, no, let's see what they said. People said. I only had a couple of comments. Joy Virus says, hey, Jay, I'm looking to get, he didn't say anything about the video. He was talking about something else. He said he was looking to get a memory foam pillow. He said, for my dog, but I have no idea which one to look for. Do you have any advice? I was like, look, if you're looking for a memory foam pillow, you can go through my Amazon link. Because you don't have to buy anything I suggest, but you can use my Amazon link and buy anything you want. So that'll help the show. I said, but the truth is, I just got memory foam from Target. You know, you can get twin size, queen size, king size memory foam. Get you about a couple of inches. Make sure the memory foam is about a couple of inches thick. I said, it gets the job done. I said, I have the beds and the chairs all covered with memory foam. This beautiful lady is sitting on memory foam. My girl on the bed is laying on memory foam. I said, I think it's the best. It's best just to buy a twin or queen size memory foam and cut it to your liking. I said, you can get it pretty cheap at Target. You really can. He said, thank you for the advice. But also consider using my Amazon link if you just want the memory foam pillow. And Rodgut said, I just checked out the price of this doll, you know, from Starper and their 3rd generation mature doll. He said, it's standard Starper price around $2,200. He said, that's pretty cool. He said, considering how amazing this doll looks, he said, and their new BBW doll, which I do have another video about a BBW doll they have coming out. You know, I mean, this already out rather. He said, it's mind blowing. I said, it's a great mature looking lady, and I definitely love the new BBW girl they have. I've actually already talked about the 3rd generation BBW girl that they came out with. But they dropped another little photo shoot that I said, you know what? I got to talk about this photo shoot in the upcoming video. I don't know when I'm going to drop it, though. That's all I had for that. We still rolling. Okay. I had Kimber Doll versus Kimber Doll Deluxe. And that's my girl, Melanin. I think it's a girl. Once again, you never know with these doll owners. But Melanin said something about she'll pass on the Kimber Doll Deluxe, which the Kimber Doll Deluxe is amazing. She actually will probably be one of my next girls coming out over the next few weeks. I'll be bringing her back out. But she said she'll pass on the Kimber Doll Deluxe. She said older experienced dude, and I think she messed this up. She said older experienced dude is going to need less uncanny valley than a Kimber Doll to get it up. And I think she messed up because I think she was trying to say that an older guy is going to want a girl that looks even more real than a Kimber Doll. So what she meant to say was experienced dudes are going to need more uncanny valley to get it up. And then she said, even though nobody should spend more than $1,300 for any TPE doll, I don't quite agree with her on that. It's some TPE dolls, especially the newer model TPE dolls that cost more than that. And guess what? You're not wrong if you buy that, because some people don't want silicone. They want the jiggle of TPE, because TPE probably still right now, it's a few silicone dolls you can get, a real doll included, but that's could be way out of somebody's price range. But TPE, I think I would still give a thumbs up as far as like it's probably better for being just straight physical. So if your doll owner is looking to make love to your doll a whole bunch, TPE would probably overall feel a bit better. You know what I'm saying? Now you can make love to silicone as well, but if you're just going to be jumping, all the time physical with your girl, TPE probably would still beat out silicone. So you can find a brand new TPE girl that comes out now, and it could be like $1,800. You're not a fool for doing that. That's what you want. So if that's what you want, get it. Then she goes on to say, way better similar competition to a Kimber doll would be a Lush doll, like Lush doll Layla, 158 centimeter C cup for 50% more than Kimber. Well, you got to think about it. 50% more is a lot more. So I'm going to talk about more of this in another video, but it's nothing wrong with getting a Kimber doll. They are great. And honestly, after having my Kimber dolls and comparing them to more expensive girls, the detail as far as no seam lines and things of that nature, these Kimber dolls can be very, they are very well made. I'll say that. And I still do have a Doll King discount with them. If you use Doll King, DOLKING, you can get a free wig. Now, I don't get anything, but my viewers will get something. I said it all comes down to personal preference. I said, I think once again, I said, I think you meant that guys may want more uncanny valley, not less. Then I said, Kimber doll is very well made at a reasonable price for those who don't want to break their bank wide open. I said, Lush doll is nice from what I've seen, though, because Lush doll does look good from what I've seen. So that was it on that. Still rolling. Next, a guy named Alex commented on my video, a Walmart run. And boy, that's when I used to still have an automobile. And I used to take my girls out on the town to stores, to restaurants. But of course, I can't do that right now. But my guy says, hold on. This is a different name. I don't know whether his name got changed before I came back, but I didn't see this name. But it's a person named Shorty Sale says at 2639, he says somebody's about to do some online shopping when he gets home. He says, I hope someday this becomes normalized. So I guess in a video, because I didn't go back and look at it, somebody was looking like they wanted to buy a doll like me. I said, it would be totally normal as time goes on. As far as having a companion doll, oh yeah, in the future, it's going to be completely normal. Completely normal. Let me make sure I didn't miss a comment, though. I don't think I did. I wonder if this guy changed his name, because I got Alex written down instead of the name that I saw. Either way, let's keep it rolling. An hour and 30 minutes. So I did a video the other day called 2B, the new game lady doll. So it's a doll 2B from this game called Nier Automata. As I said in the video, I have never played this game. I don't know a damn thing about it. I think I've heard of it before, but that's about it. But let me tell you something. That damn game lady doll looks absolutely amazing. It's a beautiful girl. I can't lie. This girl is sexy. Her body is banging. Her face is banging. So they did hit it out the park. Only thing about it, I think the doll is like 170 something centimeters, and it's just too tall for me. I like short dolls. So I would love to have her in a shorter body. But the body she got is banging in every way. A guy named Mr. Samandolfo says, here's the name of the video game. It's available for the PC on stream. He says Near Automata. I don't know why he said that, because in the video, I called out the proper name for the game. I said Near Automata. So I don't know why he felt the need to tell me, hey, this is the name of the game, but that's fine. I said I knew the name, but I just never played it. I said, he said the game is available on PC and Steam. I don't even know what the hell Steam is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea. My guy Joy Virus says she's very beautiful. I said she is hot. Tunis 7 Us says, hey Jay, I've seen a lot of dog owners using towels under their dogs, like you use under the dog sitting on the chair. He says, why people and you use towels under the dogs? And I said, it's just a precaution pretty much to keep colors from the couches or bed covers from staining your dog. And honestly, for the most part, when you're dealing with a cover that's been washed a lot, or, you know, some of these chairs just are old, a lot of them won't stain your dog, but it's just a precaution. That's it. That's all it is. Just a precaution. My enemy says that body is off the chains. And I said, hell yeah, it is. I like it. The girl fine now. She just too tall for my liking. Joy Virus says that body would be perfect with the Ada Wong head. And that's why I was like, I'm not really a big fan of the Ada Wong from Game Lady. You know, it doesn't look all that great to me. It's not ugly, but it's really not. I mean, I like the head on 2B much better than Ada Wong. This 2B face looks much better than Ada Wong for me. And that's what I said. I said, I actually like her more than Ada, but we all have different tastes. Nothing wrong with him liking a girl that I'm not that fond of. Almost at the end here. Melanie the Supergirl dropped a comment on Kimber Doll. Oh, no. I already read that. No. This is another comment. She dropped a comment on my video, Kimber Doll versus Kimber Doll. I compared the Kimber Doll Deluxe and the regular Kimber Doll. And Melanie Supergirl says, even for TPE doll, I'd spend a few hundred more and get a doll that poses and contorts closer to a real woman. Evo Shrug and Beyond skeletons like a doll forever, 145 centimeter Victoria. So she's basically saying, I wouldn't get no Kimber Doll Deluxe. I get a girl with an Evo skeleton. This is what I said. Actually, the Kimber Doll Deluxe has a pretty posable skeleton. I mean, it may not be named an Evo, but let me tell you, her back can bend like none other. Her wrists are fully articulated. Her fingers are fully articulated. You know, the doll is super damn well flexible. The regular Kimber Doll is super flexible, but the Kimber Doll Deluxe is super flexible as well. So you can probably do 1 million poses with that Kimber Doll Deluxe, but don't look at my channel and see how to pose dolls. That's not my expertise. Most of my girls are just my companions. So their main purpose is to sit next to me. I admit, it's not my talent to do all that damn well posing. I do not know how to do it all. And honestly, sometimes when I get to move my girls' arms and legs, trying to pose them, I'm like, you know what? This isn't worth the work. As far as I'm not trying to hurt my girls or break a bone out, break a doll arm out of socket because I'm trying to contort them in a certain way to do a pose. It's really just not my talent to do all these poses with my dolls. So you won't quite see all of that on this channel, but don't look at the way I have the dolls as an example of how they can pose. Because I'm telling you, with that Kimber Doll Deluxe, especially because you can move his fingers and wrists, and it does have shrugging shoulders, by the way. It's somebody who can have her posing like a damn top model. It's just not my talent, you know. I told you, I'm not really a Mr. Fix-It. I'm not really great with my hands like that, where I can just pose dolls and fix stuff, and it's just never been my talent. But it's other people who could probably work wonders with regular Kimber Dolls as well as the Kimber Doll Deluxe. Even though she's right to say that those Evo skeletons are probably even more capable of doing some things that even the Kimber Doll Deluxe can't do. Keeping it right on moving. I thought I heard her say something else. Because I commented on something that she said recently. That was actually my last comment that I had written down, but hold on. I got a guy named Low Key that says he commented on my video Iron Tick Doll, where I did the review on my Iron Tick Doll, and says, I love your enthusiasm with the hands. As far as my when I first saw the hands on my Iron Tick Doll, he said, you were like a kid on Christmas Eve. And I said, man, I was so excited to see those articulated hands, because those were the first articulated hands I had seen up close. And I said, I was definitely like a kid on Christmas. But man, I'm trying to find out where this comment at that Melanin Supergirl left another comment. And I'm trying to think, which video was that on? I don't see it anymore, though. It was a really good comment. I mean, I didn't agree with anything she said pretty much, but it was she said a lot of stuff that I would love to talk about. Let's see. I actually don't see it though. I actually don't see that comment. Because she had dropped a long comment. Let me see if I can bring it up right quick. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring it up. Let me see. I need another window here. Oh, here it is. Okay. I'm like, look, I couldn't even figure out how to bring up another tab. I hope I didn't leave my stream tab. Oh no, I did. There it is. I don't know why it's showing over there like that though. Let me see something. If I can find that comment. Because she did drop a pretty good comment. Let me see. Now, it was, like I said, I didn't agree with it, but. Okay, here it is. I don't know why I couldn't see that. What video was it on? Maybe she might have deleted it because let me see. Okay, here it is. What video though? Let me see if I can widen it out. Okay. This was back early in my journey. And I sort of explained this to her early in my journey when I very first started my channel. For a lot of videos, you would still see me in the title calling them sex dolls, because although I never thought of them like sex dolls, because even my first video, it was entitled I think it was called my first synthetic companion or something like that. I think it was called Sex Dolls, my first synthetic companion. So a lot of my titles used to have sex doll in it. But I was even talking to my mom one day. I'm like, you know what? I don't even know why I even got this term on my channel, because I don't even think of them like this. And so I made a conscious effort. I said, you know what? I'm done calling them this at all. I'm done with it. It's just not, I don't even feel that term. It just really feels like it's limiting. So I stopped using that terminology. So just to set it up. So she commented on that video and she said 90% of men are born heterosexual, which I don't know nothing about that statistic. So then she says, according to Asian scientific research, using a man's hand to masturbate causes an increase in erectile dysfunction down the road, sexual confusion, and a loss of virility. And I just go ahead and tell you right now, I was like, I definitely don't agree with that. Then she goes on and says, a dog cues the subconscious with wider range of sensory stimulus that registers in the brain waves and hormone release that one is with a female. I'm like, you know what? I've never been sexual with my dog, so this is, I'm not saying I'm not coming against her, but I didn't agree with much of what she was saying. She said it doesn't hurt to spray pheromones on the dog either. Even if I was making love to my dogs, like I say, I would love to have some form of a vaginal scent, not a stink, not a fish smell, but a vaginal natural scent that actually happens as you're making love to a human woman. That would be good to have. But then she goes on to start saying something. I'm like, no. She says, when the Abrahamic religion takes over once again, it will be as it is in the Middle East 1,500 years ago, from the dawn of time to 1890. I'm like, nah. She said, and there won't be any sex dolls at all, even though I do not call them that. Then she says, this is reminiscent of the Middle East. She said, that is reminiscent of the Middle East and South Asia, where they banned the importation of what she calls sex dolls and sex part toys for teenage boys and adult men, but instead expect teenage schoolboys to save up their part-time money. And I don't know anything about what she's talking about. Save up their part-time money and pay teen schoolgirls or adult women to engage in contracting a temporary marriage lasting a day, week, or month with them. So she's saying something about they encourage them getting temporary marriages. I have no idea about any of that. She says, I say let them get sex dolls. So here's the answer I gave her. I said, for one, I don't use this term sex dolls as I did when I first got into this lifestyle. I said, they are much more than that, and I have never used my dolls for sex. Never had sex with any of my dolls. I said, also, I don't envision a day when they will be banned everywhere. No, I totally disagree with that. They're not going to be banned everywhere. No, that's not going to happen. I said, also, there will always be people who believe different religions. So I don't believe there will be a takeover, so to speak, of, okay, everybody's believing the exact same thing. That's not going to happen. I say, I also don't buy, and that's sort of how people be saying, you know what? No, all men gonna be dating dolls, not human women. No, same thing. I say that's too over the top. It's that's too hyperbolic. It's always gonna be men that want to date human women. Same with religion. It's not gonna come a day, even under dictatorship, where everybody believes the same thing, because even though it's dictators that says you can be arrested or killed for believing a certain religion in some countries, it's still people who are believing something different than what they're supposed to be believing under dictatorship. So it's never going to be everybody believing the exact same thing. I said, I also don't buy into the science of masturbation by hand causing erectile dysfunction. I do not believe that. I said, I'm sure there are millions of men who do that until their deathbed without any complications. I believe that so-called dysfunction, that is probably something genetic. Some people just may have a disposition to undergo that type of a condition. I said, I do agree that there's nothing wrong with owning a companion dog, though, but you already know that. I said, great thoughts, though, and comments to contemplate, though. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that she dropped those comments, even though I didn't agree with most of it. So with all that said, I'm done with that. Power hours almost probably at 2 hours again. Let's see where we are. Yep, almost at 2 hours. So we got to get the hell out of here. So before I do that, though, I'm going to run down these last comments that I have in the comment section. El Ruffian says, the reborn community be vicious. To a friend of mine, he joined and got attacked because he had his companion doll in the photo. I wouldn't put that on the whole community. It may be some people that, and I don't know why they would attack somebody with a companion doll, because like I say, they basically have miniature companion doll. That's all a reborn baby is. It's just a miniature companion. It's a companion doll that's a baby. That's all it is. But once again, you can't generalize with these people, even if he got attacked by a group of people who own reborn dolls. That's not everybody. I've met a couple of people that have a lot of reborn dolls, and they're fine with me. They're cool with me. They aren't acting vicious, and so we all have to be careful with labeling a group as being vicious. It's probably some people there that's like that, but that's not everybody. Yeah, Ruffian says, yeah, all my girls were off the shelf, but he said, yeah, all my girls were off the shelf, but known models. My first one was that one in the gray hoodie that the comedian spoke on. I don't know what he mean by off the shelf. Is he saying ready to ship dolls? I'm not sure. But he talking about, I used to want that girl. You talking about the Jasmine doll from WM. That's the one that had the gray hoodie on. And only thing that deterred me from getting her was how heavy she is. And I turned around and got Saima Renee Uzumaki, who is just as heavy as she. Well, she's a little lighter than her, but just only a little lighter. Because that Jasmine doll weighed in at over 100 pounds. But hell, my doll Saima weighs 98 pounds. So shit. I mean, excuse me. I didn't mean to say that, but not much difference. Michael says, yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. Ruffian says, I got my girls because my wife passed away and I feel like no other woman can take her place. So I stay alone and focus on my kids. God bless you, brother. And sorry for your loss. I understand how that feels, man. But the thing about it is, it's hard to find another soul mate in a human woman. So you could have been dating for years and you may not have found another mate, or you could have found another mate, who knows? I just think that, you do got to be careful about, let's just say you really still want a human woman. Be careful about living in the past, man. Be careful about living in the past. When you speak certain things over your life, like I've said before, that's what'll happen. So just your whole mindset about saying, I don't think I can find another woman. Well, you won't find another woman because you're already putting that in your mind, and not only that, your wife is gone, she's passed on to another experience. And here's the deal. These people who passed on, they don't want you to live your life not being fulfilled. It's not a disrespect to your wife or somebody to continue to date. Now, keep in mind, I'm cool with you being a companion doll life. But if it is some type of desire in you to date another human woman and have another wife, like, you could do all of that. But the only thing that would really prevent you was, for one, the dating game is hard out here. But for two, when you speak, oh man, I'm never going to find anybody. Well, you know what? Then you're never going to find anybody. So be careful with what you're saying. He also says, if you do use them, after you're done, put Vaseline in the hose to keep bacteria from going after cleaning. Like I said, I've never really heard anything about having to do that. I do know this, though. You're going to be using lubrication on these girls anyway, so it's not like Vaseline should hurt the girls, or any type of lubrication in their hose should hurt them. I don't know if it's necessary, but it will keep them refreshed. Like, say, even if you just put it on the outside of them. But if you do know something that I don't, as far as Vaseline keeping bacteria away, which I've never heard, but I don't think you can mess up by putting Vaseline in your girl. But my whole thing about the orifices are to make sure they're good and dry before you do anything, else, Make sure they're good and dry. Use a dry sponge, dry sticks. Some people even use equipment, so to speak. But I was told by a manufacturer to be careful using certain pumps and things like that on your girl to dry them out or even clean them out. So just be careful with what you're doing out there. Ruffian said it's better to get the removable sleeves. No. Me and you are definitely disagreeing on that. It's not worth it to get a removable vagina. It's so unrealistic. You may, now, if you have a back problem, you might want to get one. But no, they are so unrealistic. I would never recommend getting that. I would say put in the work to clean as opposed to getting a damn removable vagina. Because, like I say, when I compare my Kimber doll, which costs much less than my WM doll, if I had to make love to him, I would choose my Kimber doll because my Kimber doll's vagina looks real. You know what I'm saying? When you got a sleeve that you're pulling in and out of the vagina, that takes all the realism away. That's why I say I can never see myself making vaginal love to my WM doll that I have because it's a removable vagina. I didn't know any better, you know. So when I was talking to Sexy Real Sex Dolls, which is a great vendor, they were telling me, "Hey man, you might want to get the removable vagina." That's when I thought I was going to be making love to my girl. Of course, I found out that I wasn't. But once I got her, I started comparing her to my Kimber doll. I was like, wait a minute. I would never in my life ever get a removable vagina. It's good that they have that technology out there for people like you, El Ruffian, but I would never do that. I would never do that again. And like I say, that's why I do love what's their names? San Huey doll. I knew it was gonna come to me. That's why I love San Huey doll. They don't even make their girls with removable vaginas because they say that crap is fake. It's not realistic, and it's not. I would never do that. He said use medical tape on the threads of the screw. Still, that doesn't get it tight like you really want it to be, you know. Honestly, I don't even use that crap anymore. I used that like my first couple of times, and I was like, you don't even need this. It's really, you don't really need that. You really don't need it. If you get a nice little washer, you don't really even, I'll show you how I do it in the video, but you don't even need that thread tape. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's really useless, honestly, in my opinion. El Ruffian says, I only tapped 3 out of the 5 girls he has. The other 2 I dressed pretty for display. I've always said if I do make love to my girls, it wouldn't be everybody. It wouldn't be, it would probably be, I think I would go 3 out of the 8 girls I got, I would probably make love to. And that'll probably be it. But maybe 4 out of 8, but I definitely wouldn't make love to all my girls. He goes on to say most of his family knows. He said my mom is totally cool with them. All my family knows about my dolls. Of course, they know about my channel. And here's the deal: I don't give a damn if they weren't cool with it. That's literally how I feel. I didn't get the dolls for you to be cool with it. If you cool with it, good. If you ain't, I don't give a damn. This is my life. You ain't got to be cool with it. El Ruffian says I like a MILF doll. I've never really been into the MILFs. You know, I've always been a guy, you know, even though I respect what Starprint has done, and I think that's necessary for what they've done, I've always liked younger the berry. You know, I've always liked young women. My mother could tell you that. You know, I'm the type of guy, hey, if I'm dating human women, as long as you're legal, I'm dating you. So if you're 18, we can date. I'm good. You know, you ain't got to drink around me. I don't give a damn. But if you're legal, oh, I'm good with you. You know, I'm like Hugh Hefner, man. You could be a 90-year-old man, which that's not old. It's just humans tend to start getting old, but 90 years is not that long of life. But like Hugh Hefner, man, you could be 70, 80 years old and have an 18-year-old girlfriend. I mean, they're legal. They're legal for grown men to date. So I've always liked younger women. I'm going to be honest with you. I've always liked younger women. El Ruffian says to keep creases off hard furniture also. All right. He's talking about why people have towels around their girls. He's right about that. It does help protect the doll against furniture. But like I say, with a girl like my Iron Tech girl, she is built like a tank. Nothing is putting an indent in that girl. I mean, I promise you, that's why I love having her in the bed all the time. El Ruffian says I do photo shoot with his girl. He said he does photo shoots with his girls, and he does their makeup. Oh yeah. I do makeup on some of my girls, but that's a good thing about full silicone girls. You don't have to worry about the makeup if they have a hard face. El Ruffian says it does feel better than that hand. Oh yeah. I'm sure. I bought my girls with the idea that I said, you know what? I'd rather be with a full silicone girl than have to use my hand all the time. So I didn't say it didn't feel better, but I don't agree with her saying it's going to cause a medical condition. You know, I don't agree with that. We Are Kaylee says it is limiting. You are right. I never knew men use the dolls for more than just sex. It's a misconception, and I'm glad you're educated. Right. It's a very limiting term to call them sex dolls, and it was something I was guilty of early on until I realized, wait a minute, man, I'm not even using my dolls for this. They're just straight for companionship. And since then, I've met a lot of other guys that use their dolls for nothing but companionship. Now, it's some people that do both companionship and they still make love to them. Nothing wrong with that. But even if you're making love to your doll and you're using them for companionship, that's much more than calling them a sex doll. See, that's why I say these companies need to stop marketing them like that. You know, it's just being for a sexual purpose. Heavy Metal, my God, Dog King Army team member. If you want to be a Dog King Army team member, look at the links in the description of this video or the front page of my YouTube channel. You can become a member as well. Heavy Metal says there's a lube that provides a vaginal scent when friction is applied. It definitely adds to the experience and provides lubrication at the same time. Great stuff. I would love to know if it's, because see, like I said, a vaginal scent is so subtle. Oh, and like I said, it's a beautiful thing. I would love to actually see what that lube smells like, you know. But once again, I wouldn't be interested in really using it right now because I don't make love to my girls. So it would really be useless for me today. Maybe in the future, if I ever made love to my girls, it will be useful. But for today, it will be completely useless. But if you're out there and you make love to your girls, that's something that you may want to investigate. We Are Kaylee says, we are not all like that. I'm a reborn mother and I would never treat. Like I said, I told you, I actually know you and I know other people who own reborn dolls, and they don't do that. You know, they're cool with the dog community. So, you know, I think it's also crazy, like for them to actually, for some of them to judge people who own companion dogs when they literally have a miniature companion. That's all reborn dolls are miniature companion dolls. That's what they are. They are companion dolls that are babies. That's it. And vice versa. Anybody on the companion doll that's saying, I'm weirded out by a girl owning a reborn doll, well, you're doing the same thing. You know, you're judging them like people judge us. And I really think that, you know, you got to be careful with the judgment, you know. Like I said, you got women out here who can't have children. You got women out here who, guess what? They haven't met a man that they want to have a baby with. You got women out here that may be not into dating men, you know, so they aren't putting themselves into a position to procreate, but they want a kid. But once again, you don't want all these other crazy things that come with having a kid, like, you know, just the extra responsibilities. You can have a baby without all the extra responsibilities. And you know what else you can do? You can have a baby for life. You know, a lot of women, after their kids have grown up, they be like, man, I wish I could still have a baby. Well, with a reborn doll, you don't have to worry about the kid growing up. It can be a baby for the life of for as long as you have it, it's going to be a baby. So it's a lot of great things that can come from a reborn doll, you know, in my opinion. Heavy Metal says you can rub the lube with your fingers and it's subtle, not extreme. Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. I say one day I might actually see, you know, what that's like, but I'm just not interested right now, you know, in finding out today for me. But for any of my viewers that are making love to their dolls, that's something that you may want to investigate. We Are Kaylee says, I respect you so much. You understand reborn dolls more than many of the women who have them do. Thank you so much, We Are Kaylee. I mean, honestly, it didn't take much for me to understand. Like, it is just the whole concept of owning one. It just popped in. It popped a lot of scenarios in my head for why somebody might want to own one. And so, like I say, I respect the community. Like I said, I really consider them a different faction of the companion dog community, to be quite honest with you. So with all that said, I've come to the end of the show, caught up with all the comments on the live stream, caught up with all my videos. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Once again, it went 2 hours, which is really going against everything that I need to be doing right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. As far as me getting rest and things of that nature, I said that these shows weren't going to be going much past an hour, but once again, what can you do when you're doing what you love? You know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I love. I'm helping people. I'm having fun. And hey, you just get caught up doing what you love. You know, yeah, I might need rest. I might need sleep. But guess what? What can you do? This is what I love to do. I mean, if I had a choice, I would do this and not what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? I serve a big, amazing God. One day, he's going to calm my life back down to where I can only do what I love to do. And if you're out there, keep reaching for what you love to do, whether it's just entertainment or whether it's a career. That's where you'll find your true enjoyment in life. And once again, something else I love to do is ride my bike. And I've been blessed to do that. It's a lot of traffic on the streets, and man, God has blessed me and kept me safe every single day. Some cars whiz right past me, but he keeps me safe and protected. So you can always check out my biking channel, Biking with JayDollKingHefner. And it's really all about me riding my bike. You may see the girls in a video here or there, but it's really all about biking. And that's just something else I love to do. You can always join that channel and subscribe to it. But as of right now, hope you had a great time. We had some fun. It's been me, JayDollKingHefner, and the beautiful Ramon Cloud, my real doll, sitting right next to me. I hope you had a great time. As of right now, we want to send God's blessings over your life, whatever you're wishing for, hoping for, believing for, whatever it might be, health, finances, or new relationships. We're praying that you have it. We ask you believe it and then receive it. But as of right now, we're finna get the hell up out of here. See a couple more comments before I go. Heavy Metal, hey, thank you for all your support, brother. Dog King Army team member in the house. My other Dog King Army team member, Skipper. Enjoyed the show, Jay. Have a good night and rest of your week. All of you have a blessed week. Continue to check out my videos. Stick with me. Appreciate all of you being on the journey. If you haven't, hit that like button. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button. Spread word of mouth. Let people know about it. Hey, if you want to share the show, you're welcome to share it on any social media. But with all that said, love you. Take care. God bless you and your health. Me and Ramon Cloud we finna get the hell up out of here. We enjoyed it and hope you enjoyed it as well. I see one more comment just popped in, but we finna get out of here. What does it say? What does the comment say? Oh, El Ruffian says, great times. Thanks for all the thoughts. Thank you for all your contributions too, El Ruffian. I might not agree with we had different opinions on a couple of things, but I love the fact that you chimed in today, man. Thank you for stopping by. God bless you, man. Right now, we out of here, though. We out of here. Hey, Ruffian, once again, man, God bless you. You and your, hey, look, and God bless your wife, man, that passed. Hey, but remember, keep on living, brother. As of right now, we out of here, y'all. God bless you. We are out.